Hey everyone, Dr. Vince here with Leone Consulting and the Practice Accelerator. And let me ask you a question. Have you ever struggled with implementing your marketing, creating a calendar that you can stick with so that you can get a consistent flow of new patients from several different campaigns? Look, if that's the case, you're in luck with today's episode of Dr. Vince Presents. We are going to go over 5 ways to create a highly effective marketing calendar that you can stick with, okay? And so let's just jump right in. The first one, the first method here is we got to choose our campaigns. And so what that means is we need to figure out, okay, what different campaigns are we going to start doing next month? Okay, so that could be, it could be Facebook ads, it could be an insert in the newspaper, it could be a public speaking engagement, it could be 2-Card Tuesday where you're handing out cards, it could be your monthly newsletter to your patients, it could be your weekly Facebook posts, it could, you know what I'm saying? It's like the list goes on in terms of the opportunities we have to reach out to people and provide value and let them know about our services. So first what we need to do is just choose what we're going to do. And so don't try to kill yourself here. Let's make it realistic, maybe 5 to 7 different campaigns that you can implement. And so, and I would grade them so that you kind of have some no-cost ones, some low-cost, some mid, and then maybe a higher budgeted campaign. Okay, so that's the first thing. Just choose your campaigns and based on your budget, how much you feel like you can allocate towards marketing, based it on your time, your staff. I mean, the goal is we want to choose the campaigns that we can actually implement, okay? So that's the first thing, just choose the campaigns. The second one is schedule them out. Okay, so what I would recommend, now you can do a shared Google Calendar, that type of thing, but I would actually recommend going to Staples. And I love going to Staples. I have no idea why. I can just buy stuff there for no reason, but I love going to Staples, but go there, or Office Max, Depot, whatever the new version of that company is, but go to the store. They have these huge calendars. And so it's a month at a glance, right? And they're usually like, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet wide and 2 or 3 feet big or tall. So go get one of those. And you're going to literally on each day write in what is going to be happening on that day. Okay, so like for 2-Card Tuesdays, we're going to put that on our busiest day. So say that's a Monday. Well, on Monday, 2-Card Mondays, whatever it is, right? Write it in there. If you have an ongoing Facebook campaign, say it's $47 for an evaluation, whatever it is, say Facebook 47 campaign. And then say you have inserts coming out on the Thursday of, on the 15th. Then you're going to write on there, inserts being released today. Of course, you want to have a copy of that insert at the front desk that your CA can refer to so she knows exactly what the prospective patients are calling about and referencing. There's nothing worse than spending all this money on advertising and your front SCA is like, what ad did you call about? It's like, they need to know exactly what's going on. And you can have your Facebook post in there. Okay, I'm going to post 3 times a week. And so it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, Facebook post is in there. So you just list them all out. Okay, just list them all out. Have your entire month just done, right? So that all you and your staff can just look at it and say, and so that's the next thing is first delegate, or sorry, let's go back a second. Number 2, schedule it out. Number 3, delegate. Okay, so you got tons on your plate. You're paying bills, you're treating patients, you probably have a family, all that type of stuff. So let's get some of the stuff off your plate. I don't want you responsible to be essentially, I don't want you responsible for the calendar, right? Make one CA, and if you only have one CA, it's an easy decision, but choose one CA to be the master of the calendar. In other words, they're gonna make any changes to it, they're gonna be the keeper of the calendar, and they are going to remind you every morning hey doc, let's sit down and look at the calendar. Now it's like 5 minutes, but every day you're gonna focus for 5 minutes. Okay, this is what we're doing today in terms of marketing, okay? And you review it with your staff. And so that's number 3, is delegate that information. Number 4 is review it. And that's what we just talked about. Every day we're going to review what is that particular day and that particular week, okay? So that you can know everyone's on the same page, like this is what the doctor needs to do, this is what the staff needs to do, this is what we should be anticipating in terms of phone calls from, it could be a commercial on TV or radio, it could be a public speaking, okay, we have a public speaking engagement on Friday, it's Tuesday, what do we have to do to be prepared for that? Well, doc, do you have your speech written out? Do you have your PowerPoint slides? Do you have your projector? What time do we need to be there? Who's our contact? Like, do we have directions? Like, get it all laid out. When I was in film production, I worked in Hollywood for 8 years and had a great time. I worked for Ron Howard, Steven Spielberg, met Woody Harrelson, Matthew McConaughey, like great people. But production is organized chaos, but it's the organized portion. Like once you're on set and you're shooting, it's like, who knows what's gonna happen? And you want magic to happen, but leading up to that, it is highly organized. I mean, down to the dollar, what's gonna be spent that day, when everything is gonna happen, what time everyone's gonna show up, what time you're gonna break for lunch. Like it is boom, 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 boom. So we need to take a little bit of that aspect to our marketing so that we can have everything in place. So it's like that public speaking engagement. And by the way, public speaking is one of the most highest ROI marketing efforts that you can employ and get good at. I mean, if you can be a public speaker, like if you can get out and talk about your message, you will get new patients in droves because everybody's looking for a leader. And if you can speak effectively about what you do and how you can help people, and then find the groups that would really resonate with, you're gonna be a rock star. And so you just keep building that up. And if you can get 1 or 2 of those a month, oh goodness gracious, watch out. So. But you want to be highly prepared, right? Because those are golden opportunities. So that's the reviewing daily. That's item number 4, strategy number 4 of 5 ways to create a highly effective marketing calendar is review it daily, right? Because what we focus on grows. So if we're focused on marketing, we're focused on new patients on a daily basis, it's not going to be an issue for you anymore. And this, unfortunately, is like the number 1 issue for doctors. And I just don't get enough new patients. Well, what are you doing to generate them? You can't just hire a Facebook advertising firm and think that that's going to solve all your problems. First of all, the lead quality is not very good, and that goes up and down, right? So what we need is a breadth of marketing campaigns. We need in my opinion, you probably need 10 every single month. And again, they don't need to be, I'm running a TV commercial. I mean, 2-card Tuesdays, where you're handing out 2 cards for every single patient that you see, you're handing them 2 cards out. It's like, hey, Mrs. Jones, like, is there anyone that that you think I could help with what we do here? I'm trying to grow my practice. I want to help more people, like however you want to phrase it. And then also like quick little, for your business cards, let's make these things really work for you. So 2 things. On the back, you have your specials. That's only for your inpatient referrals. So your active patient referrals. And then I would just put on there, www.drleonesfreereport.com, right? And write a simple 5 to 7 page free report for prospective patients. Call it the 3 things every person should know before choosing a chiropractor, right? You write it, base it around what you think that the public should know before they choose a chiropractor. Buy the URL at GoDaddy, and then it's like create a simple landing page and ClickFunnels. And if you don't know how to do all this stuff, just shoot me an email. It's super easy. But the point being, they'll go to this webpage, they'll put in their name and email, boom, they get your free report. And by reading it, they are going to be essentially you're going to be developing rapport and trust with them because they're thinking of you as more of an advocate versus someone trying to get them in their office. So it's a wonderful way to get to use technology. And by the way, the more people that know about you, the bigger your practice becomes, right? So the more cards you hand out, the more opportunities, the more people that see that free report, or on the back, the special evaluation for active patient referrals only. Okay, so you can make those work. And it seems so simple. It's like, Dr. Vince, they're business cards. It's like, this is the dumbest, low tech advertising avenue I've ever heard of. It works. It works. That's why we still have business cards, is because people keep them. Okay, so do that. So that's number 4. And then finally, 5, evaluate your report, or your report, fine. Evaluate your return on investment, your ROI. So at the end of the month, or at the end of each week, but let's not get too crazy. At the end of each month, look at each campaign. Look at each campaign. What did I spend on business cards? Couple $100. How many new patients did I get? I got 1 new patient from that. What is their lifetime value? $1,000. Okay, so I spent $250 to get 1,000 cards. That's going to last me 6 months. And the first month, I got 1 new patient, and that's going to be $1,000. That's a phenomenal return on investment, because then in month 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, your investment is 0, and then your return is whatever your return. It's all gravy, right? But then, okay, what did I spend on inserts, right? I spent $1,200. We got 15 calls, 10 people showed up, and 7 started. So 7 times whatever your case fee, say it's $2,000, $14,000. I spent $1,200. I got $14,000. That's your return on investment, okay? And so you want to evaluate that for each campaign, okay? Did this work? Is this working? Okay, so, and sometimes you need to let them ride a little bit, okay, because they don't always work the first time out, so you may need to tweak, test, make some little changes, and go back at it, that's so in other words, if you're not evaluating your return on investment, you're not watching your dollars, okay, so you gotta watch your dollars and make sure that they're working for you. Okay, that's it for this episode, guys. So dig in, get on this right now. The best skill, in my opinion, that a chiropractor or any small business owner can learn, love, and become a master at is marketing. Because if you can generate new patients, you're able to generate new revenue, and you'll never have to worry, okay? You'll never have to worry or rely on anybody else. So that is 5 ways to create a highly effective marketing calendar. I hope this was super valuable for you. Comment below, question below. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe, then you'll get a notification when these videos come out. I'm Dr. Vince with Leone Consulting and the Practice Accelerator. I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.